Welcome to Spotlight Gulf Coast, a weekly showcase of people and events across South Mississippi. Sponsored by the IP Casino Resort and Spa, Mississippi Power Company, Gulf Sales and Supply, and Butch Osterlet Autoplex.
Hi everyone, this is Todd Trenchard, Executive Director of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi, welcoming you to another segment of Spotlight Gulf Coast right here on WXXV. Each week we're coming into your living room talking about what's going on all across South Mississippi, and we want to thank our sponsors for this generous opportunity. Today we're joined by our board member, Jerry Jackson, and Jerry, I can't tell you, I know we just got over a great show here, the fashion show, we'll talk about that in a minute, but you serving as a board of director member, I told you the other day, you sort of set the mark coming onto the board and wanting to get involved, and I've known that about you your entire career, everything that I've watched you do. So let's talk a little bit about that, because I know you've gotten very entrenched in Pascagoula.
Thanks, Todd, and thanks for the opportunity to continue to speak on behalf of Baco McCarty Foundation and my involvement, and also we're going to talk some about Pascagoula Country Club. But as you kind of know, I'm a member of the advisory board of Baco McCarty Foundation. What that allows me to do to kind of reach out to the community to give back, right? So kind of consistent with my involvement with the Rotary Club of Pascagoula, as another organization, the Pascagoula Athletic Foundation,
right?
Pascagoula STEM Robotics Club, so lots of things to volunteer to give back. And as a member of the Baco McCarty Foundation, and a recent retiree or Chevron after approximately 40 years,
right,
and continue to look for ways to be involved with the community.
Well,
Pascagoula Country Club is that way to continue to reach out and be a member, an active member of doing better things for the community.
Now, again, I just found out you were working at Chevron for 40 years. We have a gentleman here, Steve McCollum, who retired from Ingalls after, 41 years? What is this 40-year stuff? I mean, you don't hear that anymore. That's pretty unique, but at Ingalls, you do have that. You have a lot of people, Steve, that stay there for a very long time, become a part of the community. So tell us a little bit about how you got involved with Pascagoula Country Club, and I know you're the president now of it.
After I retired about 4 or 5 years ago, then I went and joined the country club, play a little golf, get out and have just enjoy retirement.
Right.
And then eventually, as time went on, I got on the board, and it's just, people are wonderful. The course is great. Everything's wonderful. We have the club was established in 1941.
Wow.
It's 81 years now. We're a 9-hole golf course, but we have tee boxes that allow us to be an 18-hole course.
Right.
We have over about 6,200 yards of play turf for golfers, and it's just, the members are outstanding, and we get wonderful support from different areas and different people within Jackson County.
I know, obviously Pascagoula is sort of, we don't call it landlocked, but people that live there have lived there a long time in these areas. And a lot of them have worked at the shipyard or at Chevron. They're very committed to the community. And so when you retire, it is something that, would make sense that you want to get involved in your professionals, in your professional life. And Jerry, I know I've watched you both at Chevron when you got out. It fulfills a purpose.
It does, Todd, and it surely does fulfill a purpose. And as I said before, organizations are the strength of their members of those organizations. And so country club, Pascagoula Country Club, some of the other country clubs are social clubs. It could be the yacht club. It could be, I said Pascagoula. It could be any type club that members are getting engaged. And that's one difference I like to kind of say here today. For Pascagoula Country Club, we have the members are doing a lot of the work for the club.
And that's something that, it just has infinite possibilities there. I mean, you sort of take your own little ownership, and I guess, Steve, you're privileged to sort of see this. And
yes, Mondays we open at 1, and at 5:30 a.m. we have a senior group that comes out. They cut grass. They particular about their own lawnmower, which one they want to drive, weed eat. We worked the bunkers, relocate holes, and without their support, the members' support, it would be very hard to manage and keep the course alive.
I know that, golf, you see this with a lot of courses, that there was a lot of courses and some of them have struggled financially. And we've had some here close on the coast. And those that have been able to survive, I know, have used members, like you said. I know some other courses that have this same sort of mindset. For Golf Hills for years, I mean, they would have people out there every morning, like you said, 5:30. They took it upon themselves, to take ownership. That, I think, presents some incredible opportunities, sometimes some challenges.
Yes, definitely. No doubt. Keeping up with the maintenance on all the mowers and keeping them plenty of gas.
Right.
They really want everything to work when they get there. They're ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just been a blessing to have that type of memberships, people in the club. It's been great.
I think people think about a country club and the golf course, but there's so many events that go on inside the building. I mean, for years, I mean, that's what I would really remember Pascagoula Country Club. I mean, we would have some pretty big functions inside the clubhouse there.
Absolutely. So, Todd, you're absolutely right with that. We speak of the golf course, but the Pascagoula Country Club really is three main parts. You got the golf course itself, you have the clubhouse, and you have the swimming pool. We have, we have a large swimming pool, we have a kiddie pool there that we can have pool parties and pool events on the pool. But the clubhouse itself is available to the community. We make it available for different meetings for the school system. Now, any type booster club, they can come there, have a free meeting anytime they want. We make it available for parties, events. And the clubhouse, we have a commercial grade kitchen there. So we can do a lot of different things to support the community, and we make it available for the community. You mentioned things financially struggle. Without members, Pascagoula Country Club would be like any other social club that it's a struggle to kind of stay afloat. But through our members, and we have really strong members. And the other part I want to say is that what the member has done for Pascagoula Country Club is that, like many courses, to maintain a golf course is not the most easiest thing to be done.
Right.
And so the members have really gotten involved to make the course better. From the greens to the bunkers to the fairways, is take that word to activity to do it. So what we offer there is the country club itself, the clubhouse. We're offering the swimming pool and the course. But the main thing we're saying that for the members who have, for whatever reason, left the course, try us again, come back home, right? For a member who's not been involved with it, come and see what we have to offer. And we think that you may be very pleased with that activity and the friendship that the club provides to the community.
Okay, we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to come back. I want to talk about how we could, y'all have already partnered with some other courses and working together to make a better community. So y'all don't touch that remote. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Welcome back, everyone, and we're talking with Jerry Jackson and Steve McCollum. And guys, Pascagoula Country Club has, I've been a part of Pascagoula now 20-something years, and perfect location. I mean, right in the middle of the city. I mean, it's sort of a little hidden gem back there, having a pool, having a golf course. Jerry, we were talking at the break. There is a way for people to get involved if they don't play golf. That's the first thing somebody says, well, I don't play golf.
Correct.
Well, it's more than that.
It's much more than that. We have the clubhouse, we have the swimming pool, we have the golf course. So for the summer, a single person say, I just want to participate in pool activity. They could join and just for the pool. They'll just be dedicated to the pool, enjoy what the pool has to offer, and still come in and enjoy some of the things the clubhouse has to offer as far as the Wednesdays, dinners or the breakfasts and the lunches and things of that nature. So we do have that. The other piece of that, you might say, well, I just need to have a meeting. So we have a meeting room. We have 5,000 square feet, more than 5,000 square feet meeting room, a large meeting room. We have a members lounge with probably another 1,200 square feet. So we have multiple areas that you can have meetings. And one of the things we do offer is there's lots of, like the crew of Vesta, the crew of Ulysses, Pasco Men's Club, they meet there on a normal basis. So we
Right.
make it available for that. Also for Booster Club, and was it Resurrection or Pascagoula, it doesn't really matter. Those meeting rooms are available anytime for the community. So that's, yeah.
And we were talking about yacht club. We've all joined these clubs and things, and sometimes you say, "Well, I don't use it enough to make it viable," but actually you do, because if you're invested in your community, you invest in your community. And I mean, I belong in yacht clubs. I don't have a boat. I don't know anything about a boat, but I know that that's part of what you do is, if you're going to be a part of this community. I think that's sort of the message you're trying to give with the country club. You may not play golf, you may not swim, but if you want to make a strong thing for your kids and things like that, I mean, it's the perfect environment. A lot of people that, I know are retired may want to do that, but this is anybody, right?
That's correct.
And I think that's what you're trying to push for membership.
Membership, definitely.
And what is the general age group of, have y'all looked at that, of maybe what the membership age would be? Because I hear this all over the coast. I mean, it's not something that's just specific, but a lot of times clubs are having trouble getting people to join. And I'm not sure where else they would go.
So if there's an area that I say that, or each age group, from a senior member to middle-aged member, what we do need to get some of the maybe the up-and-coming younger members, that I say like the Pascagoula golf team or a reservation golf team, hopefully bring some of their friends and things like that. And as they kind of grow through the process local, that they join the country club. But the age group is mostly the middle age and more senior, I'd say more than the other age group. But with the swimming pools and the clubhouse, and we do kid events, and we're trying to really make it kid friendly. And that's pretty important for us to do activities that we do activities on a calendar that are available for kids, not just the adults and kids. And for moving night and things of that nature, night golf or glow golf, we kind of starting that right now. Kind of do things that be fun to kid. We have coming up a moving night. And one thing I will say that it's going to be a big event, and we really, really want to push us through. We're going to have a country and western night. Now, this is before age 21 and above, but it's a country and western night. This is the night we're going to bring in special music, country and western, and hopefully folks come in dressed in country and western attire. And we have a party. We're going to have tailgate food. It's going to have a real nice bash at the club.
Right.
It's a big fundraiser. So that's some of the other
It's a great
activities we're doing.
walkable community around there.
Yes.
So everybody in Pascagoula,
Yes.
we don't have that all across the coast, but it is certainly a city where, it's connected and you can just walk up and down the street. Now, Steve, we were talking about how y'all have been working with other clubs,
Yes.
Hickory Hill, others.
Yes. We reached out to Whispering Pines, Jackson County course,
Right.
and we've had great help from them on how to manage our greens,
Mm-hmm.
the type of fertilizer required, how often we should apply it, because basically I know nothing about it.
Right,
So when
right.
they came in, they were just we were overwhelmed with how much they helped us.
Mm-hmm.
And then on Hickory Hills, we reached out to those guys, and they let us use their equipment.
Yeah.
We have Brady's
Yeah.
restaurant.
Mhm.
We get equipment from him and different things. It's helped us throughout. Steiner's Precision
Yeah. Ken. Mm-hmm.
again, and it's just people just willing to help us be successful.
Right.
Not like we're competing against anyone. Everybody's just there as part of the Jackson County community,
Right.
that we're all successful. So with that, as Jerry says, we want to just reach out and help other folks, other people, and keep this rolling, because Jackson County is a wonderful place.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
great.
Oh no, Pascagoula's really coming along. Well, we've all been there a long time. We obviously seeing a resurgence in a lot of things downtown, but again, there's things we were talking about. Getting men from the Home of Grace to come out, beautification projects. I mean, that's. I don't know about y'all, but I'm not one of those going to get out there. If I bend over, I'm stuck. But they would love to do stuff like that. And those are projects that help them and help you. And that's how I try to think, is how can we partner? Maybe there's some school groups,
Absolutely.
Rotaract or, with Rotary. I mean, there'd just be a good Rotary project to go out there. We're always cleaning up the islands. Well, let's clean up, let's move it around. So when you have people that think like we do, obviously, there's infinite possibilities. So, I know y'all taking the message out take it to Rotary Club, you said,
Yes,
in
we
a
got
week.
that October 5th. We'll be speaking at the Rotary Club of Pascagoula.
Mm-hmm.
And really, it's just the community. It's the community, the members get engaged in many different facets of that. But Pascagoula Country Club is one of those avenues that allow us to do the good thing for the community.
Well, I appreciate you gentlemen coming on. If somebody wanted more information, how are they going to get in touch with you? They just calling you or?
They can call me. My number is 228-934-6025.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could email me at stevemccollum405yahoo.com.
Well, I know I'll remember that. Steve McCollum 405 at yahoo.com. You probably didn't think I could do that, but
Yeah, got it.
Or you can reach out to the country club there. You know,
Or reach out
Right.
to the country club.
directly to the
Yes,
country
definitely.
club, and they can reach any of us or any member.
right.
Now we really open the doors, want to open the doors and just be a partner
Yeah.
with Pascagoula, a partner with the local community outside of Pascagoula.
Okay. Appreciate it, gentlemen. Appreciate
Thank
y'all
you,
coming
sir.
on.
Thank
We're
you.
going to take a short commercial break. We're going to come back with Amanda Ray, and we're going to talk about Renaissance the Runway. So don't touch that remote. Welcome back, everyone. We're now joined with our Community Relations Director, Amanda Ray. And Amanda, we were just talking with Jerry and Steve and talking a little bit about Pascagoula. And you've gotten a chance to see Pascagoula. I told you I wanted to take a little bit of time here. Let's look back over the last 3 months because you've come in whirlwind into the Jolly, right into a big event with Renaissance the Runway, having to put up with me every day. But it's really an education where you're wearing a lot of hats, but getting to know an entire coast region.
It is. So far, it's been great. I mean, from the beginning with working with the Jolly, with Duchess Club, actually before I was even on staff with the foundation. That was a great experience, wonderful learning, getting our hands in there as far as decorations and everything for the Jolly event. So that was excellent. And then also with the other events that we've held, Brown Water for Baco that we did in Pascagoula. That was
Right.
an amazing event. All proceeds went to Rotary Scholarships in Pascagoula. We have an amazing board that, you know, came on board and helped us throughout the events. So really, I mean, every day something new. You know, we're just finishing up Renaissance, which was
Right.
absolutely amazing. I really can't say anything bad. I mean, every day I've
You're
learned
not supposed to say
something
anything
new.
bad.
I know, but I mean, every day something new comes up.
Right.
I'm learning new things, making relationships with people in the community in Pascagoula as well as in Harrison County, so coastwide.
I think that it's, you know, a lot of people may not understand the different hats we have to wear on a daily basis. And but it's a nonstop juggernaut that doesn't stop. And if you're successful at something, it seems like it just keeps growing. But I have learned that you start learning, I call it spinning plates, to where first you can only do one, then maybe two. And now it's almost effortlessly, you know,
Right.
you just both hands and
Both feet. Yep,
and
everything.
you know, something on your head. But you know, again, that's what's necessary because there's never going to be a time that people like us are going to be satisfied with the you
Right.
know, status quo. We're going to always take whatever we do to another level. And I think that that's important to have that passion if you're going to work in the nonprofit sector.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. I mean, that's why you can definitely, I think, see that with my work ethic, with me waking up in the morning, sending you emails at 3:30, 4 o'clock of just different ideas. You know, we've talked about different strategic planning that we can do for future fundraising events. I mean, it never stops. I mean, we finish one event and it's like, what can we do next? It's all about bettering our community, helping others, making an impact on our Gulf Coast, and it never stops, but I love it.
Yeah, but you don't usually have a boss that answers your email at 3:30 in the morning.
I know that is true.
So that's can be a powerful tonic. Now, we've put on some big events. Now we have not a lull, but actually one of the more important times of the year as you're planning even your next fiscal year. You're looking at maybe where some of your gaps are. You know, a lot of the nonprofits are out there. They're looking for monies, and you know, they rely on us, and we may pitch in with what they're doing.
Right.
And so there's never a time to just sit back and rest. There could be a nonprofit out there that's putting on an event that needs some help, that maybe
Right.
doesn't have the opportunity or expertise that we may be able to afford them.
Right.
They have a program of work we don't. And so they're focusing on that need. And so when we can pitch in, we do. I just got a couple of very nice texts from some people that were just sitting at a table with us. They're allowed that opportunity because we invite them.
Right.
And they may not get that opportunity.
Right.
And from there, who knows where it goes. So it's an interesting sort of little, sort of having a job, but not behind a desk. You're always out there. And,
always out there, always on the go, always, meeting new people from different nonprofits. And, just like Home of Grace, they're having their Dressy But Messy event coming up. YMCA Humanitarian, there's always someone out there, other nonprofits that we can help and that we can support. And definitely I'm excited to see what the future holds and for us to sit down and plan in our budget to see what other ways we can serve and help others in our community.
I know that you're starting to see some repetitive sort of things, same people in the same,
right.
And those are your doers. Okay, then there's people you may not see too often. And
right.
That doesn't mean they're not doing anything. That just means that they may be busy doing something else. But you start learning who are those people you can depend on. Right. That are going to step up. And everybody has a season. That's what I always try to say. Just because you're not this season doing something, I've been able to do this a long time. So sometimes people have to take a break, and people will step right in. But we got a great community here that I've never seen anything like it. We've almost brought it together, and I know you're starting to see sort of a little pattern,
right? Exactly,
emerge, and pretty excited about the future. I hope.
So excited, very excited. I'm excited about what future events we can have. I've got all kinds of great ideas. We've talked about different things as far as races, murder mystery dinners, working with Center Stage, just so many different things that we can have a fundraising event, but have fun too. It's all about having fun and helping back and giving back to the community.
Yeah, and I do think that we can put our minds together, and you're certainly going to come up with that. I think just the bourbon tasting, I would have never thought of that a year ago. Right. Now it seems like we'll probably have another one on the radar, but we could do these and have the capabilities of doing these certainly on a monthly basis or every 6 weeks. And I think you'll see that across the coast. I know you've also got to meet a lot of our board and advisory board, and I'm excited about some of the people that are starting to come to get involved. I like to see the light bulb go off.
I know. I love it. We've got a jam up board as far as our advisory board members in Gulfport to our Pascagoula board members. It really is amazing. We have very hands-on board members. They're willing to help. We had several of them that were in the Civic Center this past weekend with their tennis shoes on, helping move tables and do all kinds of things. So it's great to see people willing to help out and be there.
I know I was talking to a very high profile executive, very high, and he turned to me the other night at Renaissance Aroma. He goes, "Are you kidding me?" And I said, "Well, I've been trying to tell you all this for the last 15 years. You just got to come into the room and you're seeing something that is on a scale that, obviously nonprofits can't pull off." Right. This is, we're bringing all this stuff together. So appreciate what you've done. Appreciate you stepping up. I know you'll be doing some more things here on the television program in the future, and look forward to a 6-month report.
I do too, as well.
All right.
Thanks.
And we appreciate everybody's support of the Baco Foundation of South Mississippi. Until next time, this is Todd Trenchard and Amanda Ray saying so long, and may God bless.